the idea of this project is understanding how things go up and down the mountains. To me, it's very puzzling, the fact that there is not like proper vegetation belts like you see in the Afro Mountain or in Europe or in Chile or anywhere in the world where the vegetation on the lowest part of the mountains is different and you see belts. Here this is very distinctive. So what we do is we look back to go forward.
2.7 meters of sediment reaching sand and gravel where the vibrocorer can no longer penetrate further is a really good going. I don't think we can get any better than that, and we can just duplicate that.
And then we can actually guess how old are we getting. So how old were the 5 meters my God?
14,000.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. 14,000 they get like an accretion rate of like 25 centimeters per 1,000 years or 30 centimeters per 1,000
right.
years.
Okay, so that was his sedimentation rate. So I don't know, maybe we got like
To the last glacial maximum.
No,
but
my guess is the mid-Holocene.
But that's okay.
That's okay. So let's take another one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On this second drive we got no sediments. That's feature sometimes of this result, and itself it's important because many people have cored in these wetlands before, and it's only been published once in the 80s and never again. And we know that people have been coming here, but the metrics of science don't make publishing negative results interesting sometimes, and then we don't know. But it is also very important to know where things aren't working and then find out why.
And the methodology involved sometimes doesn't give you the same result, even if you are repeating the same process again. And it's important to note that
always there,
that's disappointments like this exist, and we must try again or take note of that. And
it's part of the scientific process. The cores that we took today are sandy, they're extremely sandy, but the sizes and shapes of the particles of sand also give us information about the processes. Is it a flash flood? Is it because of very heavy rains? Is it because there is a river?
all muddy and nice. Yeah. We are say again the name of the hut. It's a Cederberg hut.
We're just adjacent to the Cederberg hut before Cederberg Peak, which is the highest peak in the Cederberg, and we are going to attempt to do a Russian coring exercise now. $1,300 and something, and the looks quite promising, wet, quite organic.
We want to reconstruct the landscape. For this, the pollen taps are key, because this is what's going to give you the relationship between 100 pollen grains in the sediment and a particular vegetation type. Even though we core vertically, we think horizontally, how the landscape is going to change through time.
You see, there are leaves in there. I don't know whether that's coming from the top or it was there, but then this makes like a nice material, a potential nice material for dating.
Mm-hmm. When it gets very dry and there is no water and there is no caves, and this is a South African favorite, we have to rely on dassies under huge mediums.
Where do you see your questions that we may be able to answer that we haven't thought about that may come into play with this kind of data that we can get at?
No, I think for me personally, I think what will be great to know pollen, how far it actually travels. You know, that cross-pollination thing. And then Peter's main theory is that's why he's doing the genetics. He's just curious if these cluster seeders are actually like self-pollinating and they're going towards a bottleneck. So they want to make sure, okay, is it like that? Okay, then we need to plant.
Yeah, we're not making this worse. We need to actually make sure that that's done.
He just wants it on black and white. So it makes all sense to me.